Hi, my sweet and precious children. Lesson 32, we're going to talk about, this is my son. I'd like you guys to meet my son. This is Desmond. You can get your face in there, right? He's sitting here while I'm recording videos, so I figured I'd introduce him. All right, guys, we're talking about lesson 32 today. Lesson 32 is all about the metric system, which I love, but we do not use it here in the US, which is an unfortunate shame. Okay, the metric system. If you're following along at home, I'm in the second edition of Saxon 8.7. I'm on page 190, and guys, this is important. I would copy this down into your notes. You're gonna want all this information here. There are 10 millimeters in a centimeter, 1,000 millimeters in a meter, all that good stuff, okay? So let's look at example number 1. It says, 5 kilometers is how many meters? 5 kilometers is how many meters? Well, there is 1,000 meters in every kilometer. So that's gonna be
5,000.
5,000 kilometers, excellent, or 5,000 meters, not kilometers, good. If you wanna write the answer on the board, you can.
Me?
Write it on your board and hold it up. Okay.
But they can't see.
That's all right, I can say yes or no. Okay, so yes, 5,000 for example 1. It shouldn't say example, it shouldn't say A, I'm sorry, example number 1. So make sure you're writing this down in your notes, guys. Let's do another one, example number 2. This is, yes, you got it right. Example 2 says, oh, I'm sorry, we're still on example number 1. I jumped around because I have my kid here today. Example 1 is B. That's why I was using A. 300 centimeters is how many meters? 300 centimeters is how many meters? Well, we know that there are 100 centimeters in every meter, right? 100 centimeters in every meter. Guys, I'm gonna show you the unit conversion way of doing this, and it sounds like a big pain in the butt, but my 8th graders will tell you, and my algebra kids will definitely tell you, you need to know how to do this. So the way that you do it is 300 centimeters divided by 1 times, on this side, what you want is this unit on the bottom, because remember, on a fraction, if we cancel out, we can cancel out a top and bottom. This is centimeters, up top is meters. In 1 meter, there are 1,000, there are 100 centimeters, 100 centimeters. So now I can cancel these guys out and these guys out, right? Upstairs, I have 300, downstairs, I have 1 times 100, so 100. And the only unit I have remaining is meters. Lob those guys off, and it is 3 meters, 3 meters. This is what I love about the metric system, is that it's all like 100, 1,000, 10,000, whatever, but it's a lot easier than our stupid unit, which is like, oh yeah, let's do 12 inches in a foot and 3 feet in a yard, all that good stuff. Okay, so, all right, give me 1 second. Okay, so guys, we're on example number 2 now. A 2-liter beverage bottle contains how many milliliters of beverages? So 2 liters to milliliters. Well, there are 1,000 milliliters in every liter. So we take 2 liters times 1,000 gives us 2,000 milliliters. So basically these guys are we're either gonna be dividing or we're gonna be multiplying, right? If you're going from if you're going from large to small, you need to multiply. If you're going from small to large, you're gonna be dividing, okay? So good work. Let's see about number 3. How many 250 milligram tablets of vitamin C equals 1 gram of vitamin C? 250 grams. So we have 250 milligrams times something will give us 1 gram. Well, there are 1,000 milligrams in grams. Sorry, so I'm gonna rewrite this. 250 milligrams, I'm just showing you a couple different ways that you can solve these, equals 1,000 milligrams, right? Now that they're in the same unit, we can kind of figure this out. What do I need to multiply 250 by to get 1,000? Well, guys, think about quarters, right? If you have 4 quarters, you have $1. Same thing here. If I multiply this by 4, I get 1,000. So you would need to take 4 milligrams to get 1 gram of vitamin C. This is funny because this is an actual math problem. My doctor had me take a bunch of vitamin C, and I ended up having to take like 5 of those chewable tablets, but they were 250 milligrams and I had to take 1 gram of it. So, or they were 200 milligrams because I ended up taking 5. So, real world math, that's funny. I like it. All right, guys, example 4. An increase in temperature of 100 degrees on the Celsius scale is equivalent to an increase of how many degrees on the Fahrenheit scale? Okay, so this is one that you just want to know. I don't want, there is a formula to do it, but it's a big pain in the butt. So what I would say is, remember at 0 degrees, that's on the Celsius, 0 degrees is freezing, 100 degrees is boiling, okay? On the Fahrenheit scale, Des, what is freezing on the Fahrenheit scale, do you know?
I think it's
You think you know
30 degrees?
32 degrees is freezing. Do you know what boiling is?
Like 100 and something.
Nope, 212. It's Alaska, so knowing like when it's freezing outside is a good idea. Again, we are the only country who uses Fahrenheit. It's a stupid system, and learn Celsius if you need it. I shouldn't say that. It's a bad teacher move. It's stupid, but it is. Okay, so guys, the difference between 100 degrees, 0 and 100 in Celsius is the difference between 180 degrees here, because if I took 312 and I minus 32, I would get 180 degrees. So the difference would be 180 on that scale. So that's just one you should know. Guys, so all the stuff that I've written down, you need to write down. Page 193, go ahead and pause the video right now, do page 193, A through D, and then come on back. All right, guys, A. Yeah, you got it. Let me know if you need anything. The closet door is 2 meters tall. How many centimeters is that? From 2 meters to centimeters. Again, there are 100 centimeters in a meter. I'm looking, my husband's painting this room right now, so I can't find my yardstick. But a yardstick is about a meter, like 3 feet. It's like, it's kind of hard to say, but it's close, right? So a yardstick's like this big, this big, way back here, right? You can't fit 1,000 centimeters on a yardstick. You can only fit 100. That's kind of a good way to remember. So we know that every meter is 100. So again, we're going to be multiplying 2 times 100 gives us 200 centimeters. 200 centimeters. Let's try B. 1 gallon milk can hold how many liters of milk? 1 gallon, 2 liters. That is a good question because I don't remember off the top of my head. I gotta pause this really quick and double check, so I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so write this down. This is a good one. 1 gallon is oh wait, now I've messed myself up here. Yeah, 1 gallon is about 3.785. 3.785 liters. Guys, I'm okay if you round that to 3.8. So 1 gallon equals 3.8 liters. I'll put that on a cheat sheet for the test too. Because if it's something I don't know, then you definitely don't know it. Or if you did, excellent work. 3.8 liters. So that's why I'm writing it on my board so I don't forget. Okay, let's see about C. A metric ton is 1,000 kilograms. 1 metric ton is 1,000 kilograms. Metric ton is different than a long ton, which you're familiar with, especially if your parents drive big trucks, like a 2-ton truck or whatever. It's 2,000 pounds in the US version, right? But a metric ton is 1,000 kilograms. So a metric ton is about how many pounds? About how many pounds? Okay, so this is another good one to write down. 1 pound, actually, I'm sorry, 1 kilogram. Kilograms are bigger. 1 kilogram is about 2.2 pounds. 2.2 pounds. So if we have 1,000 kilograms, right, we're going to take 1,000 kilograms and we're going to multiply because it gets bigger, right, when we're getting bigger, times 2.2 equals 2,200 pounds. 2,200 pounds. So make sure to write this down in your notes as well. All right. 4D, an increase in temperature of 10 degrees on the Celsius scale is equivalent to the increase of how many degrees on the Fahrenheit scale? That is a good question, actually. It says look at the previous one. So, that is a good question. I'm going to do a quick research and be right back. All right, you guys. So previously we said that Celsius from 0 to 100 was Fahrenheit 32 to 212, right? And that was 180 degrees. 180 degrees. So if we do a little bit of reducing on our math here, 1/10 of this would be 18 here. Does that make sense? I don't know why I didn't see it earlier. So basically just dividing 180 over 100, it would be about, for 10 degrees, it would be about 18 degrees. Again, this is something just to write. I hope you're taking notes on this lesson because this is a really good lesson that you will use those notes. Okay, guys, these practice problems A, B, C, and D, you want to make sure that those are at the top of your homework. I know previously I said they can go in your notes section. They cannot. I want to see those on the top of your homework when I come around and check them, okay? If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you on the next episode.